Let's look at another example. So this one I'm going to start at 5 on my y-axis. I'm going to go down 3 and over 2. How many points you want to put on there is up to you. Again, you might need to add more later so you know exactly where those points are. Okay. For the next line, I'm going to find my x-intercept. So 3x equals 10. I don't want to graph 10 over 3 or 3 and 1/3. That's a very difficult point to use. So I'm going to go ahead again and use the y-intercept. If I'm going to use the y-intercept, 2y equals 10. So I'm plugging 0 in for x. And y is 5. So that's the point 0, 5. Now you'll notice it's exactly where the other one was. That doesn't mean they're exactly the same line. You can have a line that goes this way. I still need to keep going to make sure it is either a different line or I need to make sure it's exactly the same line. So to do that, I wouldn't want to find the slope again. So sometimes it's easier to put these in slope-intercept form. So if I'm going to put this in slope-intercept form, I'm going to move the 3x. So when I move the 3x, remember the other side, it becomes negative. I'm going to divide everything by 2. So negative 3 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 2. You will notice these are exactly the same thing. So if I have the same line, my answer, you can remember, is all solutions. Okay, so those are 3 different examples. One where you have point, I find that. One where I have parallel lines, no solution. One where I have the same line, that is all solutions. And then we all like to skip our nice, beautiful story problem, so let's go through this one as well. It costs $15 for a yearly membership to a movie club at a movie theater. A movie ticket costs $5 for club members and $8 for non-members. Write a system. So a system means I have to have at least 2 equations that you can use for X number of movies, after which the total cost for a club member, and including the membership fee, is the same as the cost for a non-member. So I'm going to write an equation for what it costs to go to the movies for a member. A member has to pay $15. How many times do they pay that $15? 1 time. They also have to pay $5 every single time, over and over. So that's 5x, and that equals their cost. We're going to call that y since we're on the coordinate plane. For a non-member, they don't have to pay this $15 charge. They only have to pay $8, but they pay that $8 every time they go. And I'm going to graph those 2 equations. You'll notice I don't have the coordinate plane with the 10 by 10 because this is going to be very large. So I'm still going to graph this. I'm going to start at the y-intercept of 15. You wouldn't have to go up by 1s. You just need to make sure you mark that. And then I'm going to go up 5 and over 1, because 5 is the same thing as 5 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is where I'm going to go up. 1 is where I'm going to go over. For the next one, this is the same thing as y equals 8x plus nothing. So remember, they didn't have that fee. So this has a y-intercept of 0, 0. But the slope is 8 over 1. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and over 1. These are not the same slope, so my lines should not be parallel. Okay? You'll notice these lines are going to cross. also notice the problem asked me to write a system of equations. And then to graph it. I am not asking you to solve this today. We're going to talk about how to solve it when I can't tell exactly what it is from my graph this next couple of days. Okay, so right now you just have to graph it and have your equations. Okay, to wrap up, tomorrow you need to bring your book to class with the answers to these two problems. So if you haven't answered these questions, you might want to rewatch the video. What are you trying to find when you solve a system of equations? And how many solutions can there be? In class tomorrow, this is going to be our assignment. I don't want you to try it tonight. I'll have it up again tomorrow. This is going to be what we're going to work on together to make sure we understand how to do those problems. All right, thank you very much, and I plan on seeing you guys tomorrow.